relief for everyone for there to be a temporary restraining order that we would hope, of course, would then become permanent, and that would mean the raids would stop. In terms of the first part of the question that you asked, what are the resources? Well, in our community development programs, there's resources there in our family resource centers, but we also are going to have a reinstitution of the Angelino card, something that Mayor Garcetti started during COVID, that will actually provide cash assistance to people. Because, you have people who don't want to leave their homes, who are not going to work, and they are in need of cash. I have met with family members who they needed two incomes in order to make the rent. Well, one income was lost in a raid when someone was detained, and this woman with her children now is concerned that she might face being evicted and being homeless. And so it's that type of emergency assistance, and we're fortunate that there's a lot of philanthropic partners who have contributed, and many more I hope that will join in and contribute. We're organizing food deliveries. I mean, there's all sorts of things that we are having to do now to protect people from the federal government.
What the hell?
Hold on. I know I just didn't hear her say she's finna start giving out cash assistance, emergency cash assistance to immigrants. I know I didn't hear her say she's finna start doing food deliveries to immigrants. Come on, man. What is going on? This is ridiculous. What up with y'all, man? It's Mr. Zach, and I'm back with another one. Man, we got Mayor Karen Bass. She just said that she was about to reinstitute the Angelino card, which gives cash relief to illegal immigrants because they scared to come out to work and do what they need to do in the city. Well, I got something to say about that. We just went through a whole 4 years of helping illegal immigrants, giving them a free place to stay, food, free college, free health care, and money. We seen New York, man. New York was a prime example of this. They gave out credit cards with however money they gave those people. And New York damn near went bankrupt. Now we about to do this to California? Who's supposed to pay for all this stuff? I guess the taxpaying citizens like me. And I'm totally against that, man. She is just, this lady is breaking the law, man. Right in our face. Breaking the law. This is illegal immigration. Federal law states that if you're here in the country illegally, you have broken the damn law. Bottom line. And for her to sit up here and say that she's finna start reinstituting the Angelino card totally goes against what the law says. They recently raided a cannabis grow farm, Glass House Farms. Not only that, they had 10 minors working in those fields. That's child trafficking. That's crazy, man. We about to go through this. We about to go through what New York went through. When we have people that actually deserve the Angelino card out here. You know what I'm saying? We got hardworking American citizens out here who can't provide for their families because they only have one job. No assistance. You have homeless veterans out here. You have homeless people. And that's crazy just to hear this coming from this lady. her constituents are the illegal immigrants. It's not taxpaying citizens. She don't care about us. She really don't. I just can't believe that she actually said this. That's crazy. Let me know in the comments, man, how y'all feel about this, man, because she's in the wrong, man. She is just totally trying to fight this immigration thing. I mean, this mass deportation thing that's going on. And most of Americans voted for this. She's not even listening to people like me who oppose everything that she's doing. Of course, I want people to come to this country, but they need to do it legally. She just wants to protect illegal immigrants so she can score some kind of brownie points for what? Then you got this leftist judge who went ahead and blocked the immigration raids here in California.
Probably will, but we'll see. A judge ruled tonight there is a, quote, mountain of evidence that ICE and the Border Patrol have been violating the law, arresting people just for the color of their skin without probable cause, entering private property without warrants, and denying detained people attorneys. Late tonight, we spoke with LA Mayor Karen Bass about the ruling. A federal judge says immigration enforcement operations like this one in Montebello last month helped prove the case brought by the ACLU and joined by LA, claiming the Trump administration was arresting people solely based on skin color, performing raids without warrants, and denying legal counsel to people they detained. Mayor Bass praised the ruling.
I'm excited that the judge understands that what we were doing was fighting for our Constitution and fighting for our democracy and really moving to end the random seizure of people. You've seen the empty streets, the empty restaurants, people afraid to go to work, afraid to go to school.
After the ruling was issued, Trump advisor and architect of Trump's aggressive immigration policy, Stephen Miller, called the Biden-appointed judge a communist and said her ruling was another act of insurrection against the U.S.
It's a campaign of revenge on his city, the city that raised him, the city that nurtured him. And he has, for whatever reason, had a vendetta about us. But, you know, we have stood together. And I think it is an example that you can fight back.
In her ruling, the judge said even though the Trump administration denied the claims of racial profiling and indiscriminate raids, there was a mountain of evidence proving the claims were true. Not long after the ruling, U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley, who oversees Southern California, said in a statement, "We strongly disagree with the allegations in the lawsuit and maintain that our agents have never detained individuals without proper legal justification. Our federal agents will continue to enforce the law and abide by the U.S. Constitution." We spoke with Asaley before the court issued its ruling.
It's based on a totally false narrative and premise. For every person who's apprehended, who's arrested, there's an individualized determination made, and there's a standard of reasonable suspicion to believe that they're in the country here unlawfully.
The judge disagreed. One of the plaintiffs in the case was the man seen here in this video being detained in Montebello last month, Brian Gavidia, a U.S. citizen born and raised in L.A. He says he was detained by agents after walking outside his business when he heard ICE agents were there. The ACLU says the judge believed the plaintiffs and the evidence presented.
On the face of that record, she had little choice but to say that the federal government has likely been violating the Constitution, and we applaud the decision.
This is just the beginning of this case. This is just a temporary restraining order. The next step is for the judge to determine whether or not she wants to make this more permanent.
This ruling clapping back at Trump advisor Stephen Miller, we just showed you there, who called the judge a communist. Newsom posting a response to Miller, calling him a fascist assaulting democracy who needs to read the Constitution. So, yeah, this is not done. As you heard Professor Levinson say there, this is a temporary ruling. We'll see if it becomes more permanent.
All right.
So I guess the judge wants to be the president of the United States now, because we have a president. And with the supremacy law, the federal supersedes the state. All this money she's saying that she's about to give, where all this money been at? Because when I walk the streets of LA or drive around Compton, Long Beach, Watts, all these different cities, I see a lot of areas that can use this money that she's about to try to give to these illegals. You know what I'm saying? She want us to feel sorry because Lupe and Hernando can't come out to work. They should be scared. They not here in this country legally. It's a lot of areas, man, here that need that money, Karen Bass. Just crazy. This is a shame, man. This is a shame. Oh man. If it ain't one thing, it's another, man. Like I say, man, y'all leave in the comments, man, how y'all feel about this, man. For real. I just wanted to come on here and say this, man, because I heard her say that she was about to start giving out cash assistance, man. To me, it seemed like it's better off to be illegal than a legal citizen, because they getting all the help, man. I know plenty of people that need help that are American citizens. Crazy, man. Anyway, man, y'all protect yourself, man, at all times. Keep your head on the swivel. God bless you. God bless me, man, and God bless America. And I'm out. Mr. Zach Reacts. Peace.